So this next poem is a reframing of that last poem, and it shows there is a God that does not leave us to battle alone, but dwells with us in the shadows and in the hurting. A God who breaks through the fear and overwhelm to comfort us and give us rest. There is red tape everywhere I look, flapping in the draught created by the window that has never quite closed. Sticking to my elbow, clinging to my shoulder, welded to the fine hair that punctuates my skin. And there you are, my abba, everywhere I look. In the nurse, who fights against the window which is never quite closed, determined to keep her patient warm. There you are, my saviour, your reassuring hand to my elbow, your arm around my shoulder, giving me the strength to navigate the din. And yes, there are acronyms and abbreviations. And the Googling of said acronyms and abbreviations, and screens full of dancing lines and shaking letters, and bodies and voices and faces and brows and tired glazed eyes, and scrubs and gowns. And there are names I can't remember over and over, and disapproval and disappointment and utter exposure, and the metallic clatter of bed breaks, and the stark overhang of fluorescent strip lights, and a constant shrill, piercing bleep, and the TV watched for a price. But there is also you. And if only I call on you, you will give me peace. And so when a patient asks me, will I ever walk again? And when a doctor asks me, why won't you see this patient then? And I have nothing I can say aside from, I'm sorry you're not priority today. My saviour, you weep with me. Whilst you tell me this moral injury is yours, not mine. For they are your beloved creatures, each one precious in your eyes. And so it's you who pays the price. I am full of emotions I cannot catch up with nor leave behind. However much I do or don't do, they're with me, yet I'm blind. And you grieve with me, and you uphold me, and you tell me they're never too much for you. I'm fighting fires low and high, fighting mine and theirs, but the water's running dry. Yet you're a spring of water, and you will fill me anew. I thought this pressure in my chest was heartbreak. And you, the man of sorrows, in your hands you hold my fractured soul. They say you can't be in this job and not have guilt. And you say, lay your burden at my feet, and I will give you rest. I suppose there's a reason they call this burnout, as again, I trigger a warning, another sickness I could not doubt. I wrote a list this morning to weigh up whether my presence would be more of a help or a hindrance, more of a lifesaver or a life taker. To weigh up whether I was more likely to kill them by showing up sick, or more likely to kill them by not showing up at all. And in the valley of the shadow of death itself, in this heart-wrenching, heart-clenching, tormenting stew, you dwell with me, you walk beside me, and you promise to carry me through. I thought this pressure in my chest was heartbreak. And you, the man of sorrows, in your hands you hold my fractured soul. They say you can't be in this job and not have guilt. And you say, lay your burdens at my feet and I will give you rest. I'm fighting fires with rain and power. Fighting mine and theirs, but the extinguisher has again run out. And you say, I'm here with you. And you say, I know your pain. And whilst you weep with me, you'll also provide a way. And yes, there's a reason that they call this burnout. That you are everywhere I look. Reassuring hand to my elbow, arm around my shoulder, giving me the wisdom to navigate the day. And you grieve with me, and you pay the price. And you bring me peace, and you are enough, and I'm never too much, and this is never too much. For you're the man of sorrows, and you walk with me in valleys. And you're a spring of water to my dried out fractured soul, and you care for the littlest sparrow, and you care for each of these, and you care for the littlest sparrow, and you also weep